Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to the season finale of Apprentice League. It is like take three of trying to start this because I can't host UR2D lobbies. We already have our driver champion, which is, let me just find him quickly, Mill.
It's Mel.
I didn't think he'd actually won it. I thought we were waiting until now, but I was proven wrong and looked very stupid on the last not qualifying, what am I talking about? This is qualifying. I still can't speak.
Last
Mel
race.
made a little mistake, so he will not be Poe right now. We are once again joined by Guzzyman for commentating. Hello.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Hello. We do already have our driver champion, but there's a lot left to decide here in the standings. We've got quite a few people who are returning from the start of the season. We've got Nikhil, we've got Majumdar, Kola hasn't raced in a little bit as Lexus goes on provisional pole right now with Mason in P2, also proven to be a very, very good driver. Mill all the way down in 8th, but he messed up his lap quite a bit there. We will see a lot of improvements right now. There's some 36s down at the bottom. Ricky Boy, another person who's improved throughout the season, was talking a lot of big game before this race, saying that he was going to do well. So we will wait and see. I have a feeling Paul won't decide things. I have a feeling turn 1 to turn 3 on lap 1 is going to be a little bit crazy.
And this is a tie now for
Oh,
Paul with Mason and Lexus. 35 flats.
Mill's still not improving
Nikhil.
either.
Uh, yeah, he's down in
Oh, Lexus
P8.
hits the grass.
Wow. P8's not looking good for him, but
No.
he has nothing to worry about.
Nilo making his debut in P7 right now above our driver champion, which is a little bit crazy to see as we round out the last corner of qualifying.
Mason has retired from his lap.
Oh, has he? And it is going to
Yeah.
be Lexus with pole position. Will Mill improve? No, he doesn't. Mill's starting 10th. Oh my
Wow.
goodness. And we just wait for Ricky Boy to finish so quickly. Going through the grid now, we have Mason in pole position time with Lexus, so we'll see what the game decides to do with that. Then Nikhil in P3, Kola and Majumdar P4 and 5. Go 14 and Axis P6 and 7 in the exact same cars. We have actually got 3 of the same cars, so I need to get someone to change there. That is my bad. With
Oh,
Sunny
yeah.
Driver in P8. Nilo in P9 on his debut World Drivers' Championship in P10, being Mel Giyu in P11 and Ricky Boy in P12 after saying he was going to do really, really well. Okay then, everyone, we are back and ready to start the last AL race before a 1 week break. I believe Mason on pole position, Lexus in P2 with a tied time Cola, and Nikhil on the second row as it's lights out and away we go, going down to the first corner. Will there be even more chaos in the last few races? I don't know because I'm looking at the wrong thing. Giyu goes off the track, Ricky Boy at one position, Majumdar. Oh my goodness, yes, there was chaos. Axis off the track, Melon
And
Lexus off
Lexus.
the track. Oh my god!
Oh, that's a huge
Oh
lag
my
rocket.
god!
Imagine that off the track. Nilo off the
Oh,
track.
that was
And Lexus has gone from first to last in
yeah, that is
one half a lap.
not great form from him so far. It is Mason that leads the race. Kola in P2 and Go 14 and Nikhil battling for the last podium positions in a big ass gap to P5 with Mill. I didn't really see who caused all that, but it was
No,
Mill
I mean,
and Majumdar who got the brunt of it.
just a lot of lag rockets.
Yeah, this is
I
AL,
have to
ladies and
say.
gentlemen, and Mason has got over a second gap now to Kola in P1. He is having a great start to this race. He did start on softs, so he will be getting a massive advantage on those tyres. Also, Go 14 and Lexus starting on softs. Everyone else on mediums, no one going for hards. Nikhil, Kola, and Go 14 are all fighting into turn 1. Too wide with Nikhil and Go 14. Oh, bit of a lag rocket there. That was close. Mel is caught up almost to the back of that pack. He doesn't really need to worry about this race. He's already our driver champion. Goal 14.
You're
Oh,
just going off the track a bit.
I
Keeps it
think
good though.
I need to watch him because he looks very, very laggy. Mason in P1 got a 2 second gap here. What a race he is having. Considering he's racing against Nikhil and Kola,
Yeah,
who are all sort
Go
of.
is Go is retiring. It seems he's
Oh,
into the pits.
yeah, well, I doubt he's pitting on lap 3. That would be a crazy undercut. Is he? Does he come out? Yeah, he's left
No,
the race.
he's retired.
He looked very, very glitchy there. Axis has been promoted up into P5 with a pretty good race. Big gap to Giyu and Sunday Driver who are fighting, and then pack of 3, Ricky Boy, Lexus, and the debutant Nilo in P8 to P10. Then Mashimdar, who got absolutely destroyed at the start of this race with that big ass lag rocket, in P11, and kind of last Cosgo 14 has retired. Almost a 3 second gap now for Mason in P1. He is having an incredible race so far. Do you? I don't. He's only done one race so far, but even a win here
Yeah,
and
yeah,
where he finished last race, he could be in a really good position in the drivers' championship.
yeah, that is true. Let's see where he's standing right
Oh,
now.
three Y, Nilo and Ricky Y. That was almost bad, but it wasn't. So,
If he takes the win here, he will climb up around 4 positions, 3 positions maybe.
oh, Majumdar pits. Is he gonna retire here? No, he doesn't. He pits on
No,
lap
he's going
5.
for a very early undercut there.
He's going for the two
Very
stop
interesting.
in AL, which is pretty unheard of, to be completely honest. Everyone with pretty big gaps, and then you see Ricky Boy, Nilo, and Giyu, who are all fighting pretty heavily here. Ricky Boy pushed off the track. Giyu just managing to stay out of all of that a little bit. Nilo getting a little bit aggressive here. Oh, there's. I don't know if it's on my end or if it's the fighting people, but there's a little bit of lag visible here.
Yeah,
Um,
I did see that as well.
Just need to watch out on that. But everyone else, other than that, is relatively spread out. Mason's got a 3 second gap to Nikhil in P2. Then Kola, then Mill with an even bigger gap to.
Ooh, that's a bit of an edge from Gio there on Ricky Boy
Um,
into the S's.
ooh,
And now they're both losing out to Gio. You
yeah, they're
see
both just losing
Mason
time, making stupid overtakes here.
exiting the pits right behind Mill now on fresh softs once again.
Mason's done
He's
8 laps.
the
No, he's not. He's pit already. I'm talking absolute rubbish.
yeah.
But he's came out in P4 after pitting, which is pretty crazy. Fighting with Mill here, manages to get in front. Mason's went onto a new set of softs.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, so he's doing 3 softs, maybe?
He's doing a two-stopper at least.
Well, it's
Mill
gotta be as
in.
Mill pits 3 softs.
Mill is in quite early there
Yeah.
from only 8 mediums.
Yeah, the hards are very nice here though. So I mean, I know when me and Mill practiced, we were both set at almost the same times on softs and hards, so they could be very good for him to get back into the race. Came out just behind Sunday Driver. Not an easy driver to pass, but making little mistakes there. Pushes Mill a little bit onto the grass. Kola and Nickel are fighting in P1 and P2, but they both pit. Both go into the pit wall. Both get pushed off a little bit. And Mason is going to have a crazy gap to the rest of them when they come out the pits. Let's just see where everyone comes out in respect to him. Almost over 6 seconds gap to Mason in P1. That is an
Yeah,
entire pit stop. So if Mason can make the most of these softs, the better tires, well, these two drivers are fighting. Oh, as Nico goes off the track, they are pretty clean drivers. They're very good. Kola and Nico. Mill has fallen back quite a bit here. Nothing else really going on. It's been a bit of a not much going on in this race so far compared
who
to what we've
Axis tries
seen.
to take a tight line. That unfortunately did not work out for him as yeah, I mean Mason and Majumdar is the only drivers doing a two-stopper here. And with the gap between Mason and Cola, he's gonna be exiting either right in front or right behind Cola.
On much
So
better tires.
yeah, much better tire. So it's gonna be a tight fight I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
if Mason just keeps it on the track for the next few laps and gets a somewhat decent outlap once he pits for the second time, he has pulled off an absolute genius strategy. Seeming a little bit twitchy here, but nothing too bad. That might also just be on my side because I'm also recording. Cola and
Oh,
Nikhil followed off
anyway.
a little bit from the back of Cola. Mill still in P4, Lexus and Axis still in a bit of a train. Then Majumdar coming up back to P7 after getting absolutely punted off. Not too bad. Then Sunday Driver, Giyu, and Ricky Boy and Nilo now not in a pack together. When does Mason pit now then? Because he is
Uh,
surely now if he wants to like make the most of
yeah,
pitting.
he should pit now, but
Majumdar pits now.
he could push them one lap longer if he wants. We'll see though. I staying out.
Oh, he has stayed out, so he will surely pit this lap then, or else it would have been a pretty pointless strategy. Maybe he's went onto like the wrong tires, but I mean, pitting onto
It
a new
must have
set of
been.
softs
Yeah, the
could work.
optimal strategy here is one stopper,
Yeah, but I
not
mean,
two stopper.
Mason has made the two stopper work a dream here. It's looking
Yeah,
really really good, and he'll come out just behind Cola or just in front of Cola maybe on a brand new set of softs when Cola's going to be on used mediums. So it's looking pretty
let's
promising as
see.
Mason does
Yeah,
pit
into
now.
pits.
We will see where he comes out into respect of Cola. It will just be behind as Mason comes out of the
Yeah,
pits.
just
Yeah,
behind.
he will come out ahead of Nikhil then, only a second behind Cola and on new softs. So he's got 4 laps then to catch up to Cola, get past him, and build a bit of a lead here, which should be pretty feasible on new softs. But also Cola is a good driver, so we will see if Mason maybe goes off the track at all here. But he's gaining quite a good bit amount of time here. Maybe gets a slipstream on the straight. Not quite. There's a big ass pack at the back here with Nilo
Yes,
Giyu, Ricky Boy, and
four
Majid. They're all
drivers.
fighting. Oh my
Oh, and
goodness.
Nilo pulls away.
That was
A good
that was a bit
exit.
of a dirty masterclass there. That was interesting. Mason has caught right up to the back.
Yeah. What the shit?
There's a lot going on here. A lot of different fights. I'm just trying to watch on the mini map to see, excuse me, where Mason will try and make a move on Cola. It looks like maybe now on the straight into turn one, he's just not close enough there. As Majumdar is just trying to get past all these AL drivers, pushes Ricky Boy off a little bit there. Um, that was an interesting move there. Mason is right on the back of Cola now. So it just
It
depends
is.
how bad Cola's tyres will be at the end of the race because Mason is on new softs.
Yeah, they are
It's
pretty right now. Is he? Oh, what a
oh, bit of lag.
lag overtake. I
Yeah, but it's
mean,
worked
yeah,
because he's came out probably about a second in front of Cola. So we'll just watch that on the minimap. But it looks like he will win the race as long as he doesn't make any stupid mistakes as
and
Majumdar
we have a DNF
retires.
once again.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. He was in a very, very promising position for this race, but just got completely destroyed at the start. Mill not in the podium, quite 7 seconds off the podium, but it doesn't matter because he's already won the Drivers' Championship as Mason will cross the line to start the final lap of the race unless Nikhil loses 7 seconds and gains 2 seconds. It will be this order fighting. Wow, I cannot speak. This order in the podium. Cola and Nikhil returning after a break away from AL, but we've not seen much consistency in the drivers coming back every single race. Only a few actually have raced every race. I think Ricky Boy, Mill, maybe Axis, Sunday
Yeah,
Driver. But Mason comes round the last corner to win the South African Grand Prix, the last race of the AL season. Congratulations to him. Cola in P2, Nikhil in P3, and all the way back crossing the last corner now is Mill in P4, Lexus in P5 as Mill goes off onto the wall there. Axis in P6, Dundee Driver in P7, just about. Nilo on his debut in P8, a pretty solid race from him. Giyu P9, Ricky Boy in P10, don't really know what happened there. And then our two retirements in Majundar and Go14 in P11 and P12. What an end to the season there. That was a really good
What
race.
an indeed. Very, very surprising from Mason and Cola. And also, of course, you can see Mel may not have had the best qualifying, but he climbed back up to fourth. Probably not the finish he wanted, but he's a champion anyway, so I don't think he cares that much.
Yeah,
And
most likely
also
not.
a great comeback from for Lexus after being pushed down to last after lap one. So P5, he may not be happy with that, but it's a good comeback.
Yeah, 100%. That was a very good race, but we are not done because it is the last race of the season. We will be doing post-race interviews with any drivers that want to do so. Yes, we are just completely stealing UL right now. Anyone who wants to interview.
Yo, yo,
Oh,
yo.
Mason, thank you. Finally, I was getting worried there. Now, you have
I responded to
returned.
your message, so I had to.
Yes, I was gonna like I don't know. Anyway, um, oh my god, you have returned to UR2D after a quite substantial break, and so far you have raced AL last week, got a podium, raced JL and every other league because you could. Then this weekend got a win in AL. Last weekend you got a pole in JL. It's looking very, very, very promising for your future in UR2D. Just sum up the two races you've done in AL so far, because we should probably focus on that rather than any of the other leagues.
Yeah, yeah. First race, I thought I did well. It just seemed like they just were a lot faster than me, and maybe I didn't have some good starts, maybe getting pushed off a little bit. Thankfully, I didn't have to deal with that this race. Being on pole somehow, I don't know how the game decided that I was on pole, but I'll take it. And I was gonna go for the medium strategy first, but I noticed like if I'm in the front of the grid, then I could just put in some quality laps as long as I stay out of a lot of mistakes. So I just did the two stop strategy, and it worked well.
It did. It was an absolute masterclass strategy, it looked like, because everyone going on the one stop got absolutely destroyed at the start of the race, and you were able to gain a lot of time to everyone else who were just fighting amongst themselves. See, at the start of the race, I'm sure anyone here listening will know AL and JL is absolutely mental at the first couple laps of
Hmm.
the race because no one knows how to overtake. What was going through your head there where you saw just like everyone lag rocketing into each other, everyone going off, and then all of a sudden you've got a 2 second lead and like leading the race by a lot.
Yeah. Um, I knew that like partially it was because I was on the softs, and I definitely saw some action behind me. My main goal is just stay on the inside and don't get taken out, but you can only do so much. And yeah, honestly, I didn't really see too much that was going on behind me because I was focusing out. But I'm excited to look back at it. I'm sure it was pretty funny.
Yeah, well, Axis, I think you said you wanted to.
Yes, hello.
Hello, thank you. You had also a very, very solid race in P6, gaining
Yeah,
quite a few positions. Again, just same first question. Could you just sum up your race for us, please?
yeah, of course. First stint was good. I thought I was doing well. Got up to fourth, which was pretty good for me. I don't think I've ran that high in any league before, which is quite good. Um, but after coming out of the pits within about 2 laps on my last stint, I made a mistake and dropped behind Lexus, I think. Um, and then my mediums went off. I tried 10 laps on them, 9 laps was fine, and the 10th was very bad. So I lost a lot of time on the last lap, but it's equaling my best result in any league again. So yeah, after 15 races in Apprentice League, it's good to finish 6th again.
Yeah, well, it was a very, very good race, in a race that held a lot of chaos. It seems like every season of AL that I'm looking at, each season you just seem to improve and improve. So, could we expect to see even more improvements into next season? Maybe some podiums fighting for the top spots?
Unfortunately, that does not look possible, because I know I said this before, but that was probably my last AL race for a good while.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get back into the leagues once I can, but I'm very short on time now. Sort of 15 consecutive starts, but I'm not going to run a full season next season.
Oh, well,
Might get a chance to do one race.
yeah,
We'll
well,
see if we
that
get
sucks to
5.
hear. That is a very sad thing to hear, but it is a valid point. UR2D is very, very time consuming. I mean, like, it's the majority of a Sunday plus practice if you don't want to be last by 15 seconds again. Guzzyman, do you have any questions?
No, not really. I mean, enjoy your retirement as well, and hope to see you back in the grid soon.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, hopefully I'll be back within 2 seasons, maybe 3, hopefully.
Yeah, UL champion in no time. Thank you very,
Hopefully.
very much for interviewing as well. Is there anyone else?
Thank you very much for letting me interview you guys.
Ricky, you can. Come on.
Okay then.
Oh,
Yeah,
yay!
yeah,
Thank you.
finally.
Now, this has been a very, very good season for you compared to the last couple seasons that you have taken part in. I mean, a podium P4 in Fuji, I think it was, and just all very solid performances. Today, maybe not as great a result as you would have wanted coming into the race, but still not too bad. Just a lot of chaos maybe hindering your race result. Just sum up the season.
Yeah, Austria just gave me hopes for a good season, but it didn't really happen. I had some good races. Yeah, this race didn't go all too well.
Yeah, I mean, you say it's not been a very good season, but currently you're seventh in the standings. It'll probably be around the same after this race as well. It's been a very solid season for you, getting your first podium, getting like P4s, P6. It's been very good. JL, I'm not really sure, but I'm not going to talk about JL here. Oh, the final standings are up, and P8. That is a very, very solid season to have, and missing a race as well. That's pretty solid. What happened in the race today? Because you were in a decent position and then just fell back a little bit. What happened?
There was a lot of chaos and it didn't went all too well. Just some good fighting uh, with Nilo. Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, and good luck in the coming seasons and in other leagues as well. Nikhil, do you want to interview?
Yeah, come on, Nico.
Frecky boy did it. You have to do it.
Yeah.
Come on, peer pressure him. Come on. Oh yeah, JL's about to start actually, so that's a good point. Anyone else here that raced? I don't believe so. Nilo?
No one?
And
Not even
Andy.
debut
You can talk
Nilo?
about. I don't think he even raced AL.
Oh, hey.
No, he didn't even race JL.
Oh, hello, Nilo. Now,
Hey.
you made your debut today, and it was pretty damn good. Just sum up the race
Uh,
and sort of the chaos in this race.
I think I could have done a lot better, though.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
did
mean,
some.
for your debut, it's not a
I
bad
mean, yeah,
finish.
yeah,
And yeah, you will learn
yeah. But I think I
that much.
had the pace in me to get like a top 5, but it was my first race, so I was kind of nervous.
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah,
I
well,
mean, you have a lot to improve, but I can definitely see you up there in JL at least.
Yeah,
So definitely.
yeah,
but
well, I mean, it was a pretty good race, but a race that was just very, very sort of chaotic. I think at one point you were up in a decent position, and then just the big lag rocket just completely took everyone off the track except like the top 3, maybe 4 drivers. So definitely a little bit unlucky, but for your debut race and the last race of the season, it was a pretty good race. Next season, do you think you'll be able to challenge up near the mid-table, end
uh,
of table?
yeah, I think a top 5 finish would be a good objective for the whole season.
Yeah, definitely. Well, good luck in that. And JL is just about to start, so I think we should probably end it now. Thank you, everyone who
Yeah.
interviewed. Thank
Yeah,
you to Guzzyman for commentating,
thank you.
and thank you, everyone who listened and watched along with it. We will be back in a couple weeks for season 12 of AL, starting in Australia at
Yeah.
I cannot pronounce that name. Never mind. But we will be in
It
Australia.
is the Scarvel circuit.
Thank you, Scar. Oh wow. Yeah. Never mind. We will be there. We will be. We will be
Yeah,
there.
we'll be in Australia.
Yeah. We will be in the land down under for race 1. And thank you everyone who watched over the course of this season. Adios.
Bye bye.
Cut.